أغلبنا لا يعرف بأن صعود النازية بين الحرب العالمية الأولى والثانية هو كان بدعم أمريكي. الكل يتساءل طيب كيف كان هناك يعني انهيار ألماني وقيود أوروبية، كيف سمحوا للنازية بالصعود وتأسيس جيش بالدعم الأمريكي، بالأموال الأمريكية، بالقروض، بالاستثمارات؟ 6 ملايين، لا يوجد أي دليل بأن هناك 6 ملايين يهودي قتلوا. وربما حصلت محارق لا أحد ينفيها، وهناك معسكرات اعتقال صحيح، ولكن الدليل على أن هذا الموضوع مسيس وليس إنساني ولا حقيقي. كيف نتحدث عن 6 ملايين ولا نتحدث عن 26 مليون سوفيتي قتلوا في تلك الحرب؟ يعني 6 ملايين أغلى. الممارسات نفسها كانت على كل الاتجاهات، لم يكن هناك طرق قتل مختصة باليهود ولا طريقة تعذيب مختصة باليهود. في كل الأماكن نفس الطريقة استخدمتها النازية، ولكن القضية هي قضية مسيسة ولتزوير الحقيقة ولاحقا للتمهيد لنقل اليهود من أوروبا باتجاه مناطق أخرى هي فلسطين. اليهود الذين أتوا إلى فلسطين هم يهود الخزر شرق قزوين، هم وثنيون تبعوا الديانة اليهودية في القرن الثامن الميلادي، هاجروا إلى أوروبا وأتوا إلى هذه المنطقة. لا يوجد أي علاقة بينهم وبين شعب إسرائيل.
Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakhakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and what you just saw there was the Syrian president Bashar al-Assad, and he was going into that whole thing that happened, the H thing that happened back in World War II, possibly being a hoax. And he even said that America sponsored it, and the NZs that came out of that, out of Germany, and funded a lot of what happened. And that's a pretty heavy and damning accusation that came from him. And I saw this earlier on Elder Malcolm's channel and felt like I needed to do a lesson on it, because that's pretty heavy to hear this president actually bring this up. And you know there's something funny going on, because they actually deny people, or they ticket and imprison people for denying this event, this one event that has so many red flags surrounding it, but people can be ticketed and locked up just for denying it or questioning it. But the Syrian president went ahead and did it. And I've heard things over the years about it, when we obviously know that Esau and Amalek are complete liars, and it seems like they actually had that whole thing set up, because we know that or the leader of the Germans during World War II, we know that he was actually a bastard child of the Rothschilds. His last name was Schicklgruber, and it seems like this whole thing could have been set up to gain public backing for Amalek, or for the people that claim to be the people of the Lord, to actually take over the land of Israel. And it seems it's a really big idea, but Esau does really big plans, and he puts them into motion. And we're at the point where they're being looked at as liars, and these things are being exposed throughout the world. And if that's not a reason to go to war, what else is? They lied about the complete World War II and the events that have shaped it. And we all know that history goes to the victors. So they won this war, and they've shaped history around it. But these things are being exposed. Amalek's being exposed. Esau's being exposed. Them claiming to be the people is being exposed, and they're being looked at as liars. And they rightfully should be looked at as liars. They've lied about absolutely everything, historically, religiously, philosophy-wise, with all their strange philosophies, just everything. They are nothing more than liars and the devil of the Bible, which that goes into being a deceiver. So this is the book of Nahum 3 and verse 5. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Hawashai of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face." The Lord is, this was originally speaking of Nineveh, but as we know, the place that is America now, it's called Babylon in the scriptures. It's called the various places throughout the Assyro-Babylonian captivity, such as Nineveh. It's called Egypt. It's called Sodom. It goes by many names. And this was originally speaking of Nineveh, but we're going to put this on America and Esau as a whole, including Amalek right now, because the judgments of both Babylon and the Edomites are intertwined. And the same things that happened to Babylon happened to the Edomites. Like in this case, it says his skirts are discovered, or he's being exposed. Babylon is being exposed, and the Edomites are being exposed. And so that was a long roundabout right there, but I'm going to go back to Nahum 3 and verse 5. "Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts." He's against the Edomites, and he's against the lands in which they occupy. And it says, "And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face." So this is their secrets and their sins that they've committed and covered up. They're being exposed. "And I will show the nations thy nakedness." That nakedness is going into sin. And for the Syrian president right there to even bring this up, it's showing that the nations are looking on the sins of the Edomites and of America and of the people that are in the land currently. They're looking at these sins. And it says, "And the kingdoms thy shame," because as these sins are exposed and brought out, these crimes, it's shameful. It's in the Apocrypha, it says, his children shall complain of an ungodly father. And you can see that with so-called white guilt happening right now, because all that they have is lies and robbery. Just like at the top of Nahum 3 in verse 1, it says, "Woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." And this kingdom, this Western Empire, this Edomite Empire kingdom that we're currently in, it's all lies and robbery, colonizing and then lying to make yourself seem cool, seem good and upright, but they're anything but. They're just liars and thieves. And it says, "And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock." And people are already, the nations are looking at America, and they're looking at Israel, because these people have committed vast crimes. They've pushed forward crazy lies, like what the president of Syria was just talking about. And they're being exposed, and this stuff needs to be exposed, because that number 6 million, which they're always using that number 6, that was just a small portion of the people that died in World War II. And they make that 6 million seem like it's the most important part, when so many others lost their lives, and the things that happen from it. It's just it's just too much. It's unforgivable, really. These people are in a world of trouble. Obadiah 1 in verse 6 says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" And the Lord usually uses his prophets to bring these things out, in which he's doing currently. Elder Malcolm was looking at this earlier, and it came through the mouth of a heathen, but the men of the Lord can put it into biblical perspective to bring it out, and that's what's going on. These things are being sought out, and they are being exposed of the Edomites because we are at their end. We're at the downfall of their kingdom, and they have a lot to pay for. It says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" Esau is being exposed for the devil that he is. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, or Chakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.